Growing concerns. Bitcoin doesn't have what it takes, everyone, to break $11,000. So close. Is there a way to predict whether or not the Bitcoin bulls can do it, can pull it off? So many people predicting and looking at 2016 post-halving and saying Bitcoin 2020 post-halving is so similar. We're getting ready for a bull market. I mean, I did a video on it yesterday. Is there a way to really predict and see if it's true? What's up, everyone? Thanks for coming by Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe on the way in. Let's jump into the video. This is Bitcoin zoomed out on the macro charts. You see it, 2020 halving, 2016 halving. We've done so many comparisons. We've looked at this macro chart. We've looked at this zoomed out chart so often. So many people have. We probably will continue to do so. But I want to pose the question. What if you zoom in here? What if you really zoom in? I'm talking about on the 6-hour chart, right before Bitcoin went crazy. And we zoom in here on the 6-hour chart, right before Bitcoin speculatively goes crazy. Will there be similarities? Will there be any clues in terms of Bitcoin's next move and if the bulls really have a shot, or at least if they're on pace to doing what everybody wants them to do, namely $100,000 Bitcoin? We're going to look at that right now in this video. Before we do, shout out to crypto.com. Go download their app. Get $50. Use my referral code, Crypto Capital Venture, when you download their app. What other company, exchange, crypto app is in the top 10 market cap over $3 billion? I mean, they're making moves. They have a really cool product. Earn up to 8% when you're staking your crypto, 18% on their crypto.com cryptocurrency, 12%, up to 12% on stable coins. Earn up to 8% crypto back with their Visa card. You got to get this Visa card. At least one of them. I mean, you spend something on your Visa card and you get crypto back. Come on. How awesome is that? So go download that. Appreciate crypto.com for sponsoring this video. You might have noticed no YouTube ads. Well, there you go. So let's jump into this. This is Bitcoin zoomed in back in 2016, September 2016, post-halving. So if we're really zoomed out, it's right here. This is September 2016, right here. We're zoomed in now on the 6-hour chart. What is happening here before Bitcoin goes parabolic? Well, very simple. Bitcoin is putting in higher highs and higher lows. That's it. Higher highs and higher lows. I did a video 6 days ago. Mathematics will predict Bitcoin bull market. It's all about pretty much higher highs and higher lows. It's about the Fibonacci retracement, the most powerful tool, I think, in really getting a gauge of Bitcoin momentum and who's in charge, the bulls or the bears. And a quick illustration, not to waste too much time here, swing low to swing high. And this happens over and over. Just pull up a Bitcoin chart any year, zoom in and do this on the inverse as well. You know, lower lows and lower highs. There's our Fibonacci channel, the green channel. Bitcoin revisits, bounces off of it, and we have a new swing low to swing high. Bitcoin, if I zoom in here, wicks down into that Fibonacci retracement, and we bounce off of it, and we get a new swing high. So we have that new swing low to new swing high. Bitcoin comes back down, tests the 618 of this Fibonacci retracement 2 times, bounces back up, and we have another swing low to swing high. And you can see Bitcoin didn't even come to the 618, barely just above, and takes off. Higher highs and higher lows. Many people might have been looking at this series of higher highs, higher lows. They might have been charting some type of rising channel and saying Bitcoin is getting ready to break to the downside. Many people do that. But I'm telling you, so often Bitcoin in an upward moving momentum, upward moving environment where Bitcoin bulls are in charge, there's upward momentum. Bitcoin often does that. Higher highs and higher lows, and then just explodes out of that channel. And that's just one area where Bitcoin did that. Now, it's something Bitcoin does so often in terms of entering bullish environments, right? So I can keep charting this over and over again. I'm not going to do that to waste your time, because I don't want to waste your time. But what I want to do is I want to look at Bitcoin now. This is Bitcoin now zoomed in on a 6-hour chart. So here's where we start utilizing the tool, because back here, Bitcoin breaking above $12,000 in August, you might have remember not long ago, this whole entire area, many people were very bullish on Bitcoin, including me. because Bitcoin's getting very close to last summer's swing high around $14,000. And we had similar things happening. A swing low beginning of August to a swing high here, and Bitcoin comes back down to the 618. You see that green channel. And this is where we start using the Fibonacci retracement to see if Bitcoin has a similar momentum. It did back here in 2016, right? So comes back down, bounces off that 618, and we get continuation to the upside. And then what happens? That new swing low to the new swing high, Bitcoin comes back down to the 618 to 786 Fibonacci retracement channel. But what happens? It breaks to the downside, right? And we obviously saw support at a previous swing low, which is fine. We bounced off that support twice down here. We bounced back through that Fibonacci retracement, but that was the first indicator that the bulls were losing control. The bulls really weren't in control of what was happening on these charts. And then what do we have? We had our new swing low to our last bull run. It's the right shoulder of this head and shoulders, the last fight of the bulls. Bitcoin retraces to the Fibonacci retracement, and we break support. Not only do we break that support, we broke through this neckline of this head and shoulders we were tracking back then. So this is like a double bearish indicator. And this is exactly how you use Fibonacci retracement to really predict what Bitcoin's going to do next. Because immediately, and this is a 6-hour chart, when Bitcoin started kind of failing at this 786 right here, that was the first indicator that Bitcoin's not going to, well, that's not true. It's the first indicator that Bitcoin bulls have lost a lot of momentum, and the likelihood of them succeeding was diminished very quickly when this happened. And then we obviously got our final confirmation with this very strong 6-hour break that probably happened so quick below that neckline. So now, where are we in terms of Bitcoin? This is where we are in terms of Bitcoin. We are kind of like playing ping pong, and we're in the middle of a table between two Fibonacci retracement areas. And this is exciting to me because we're able to really gauge what Bitcoin is going to do next. We're able to really just look at two areas and say, hey, when Bitcoin enters that area, we're very close to confirmation. And this is where you can give your best guess, your best prediction. We can all give predictions. Whether or not we're right, that's a different story, right? But we can all get a better idea, a better guess of what Bitcoin's going to do by using this chart, these indicators. So swing high in August to our swing low in September, and you can see Bitcoin has a Fibonacci retracement resistance area. This is, I did a prediction video like a week ago saying that I believe Bitcoin is going to retrace to this area and at least test it. If Bitcoin breaks above it in any way or fashion, even if it comes back down and starts trading within it, that, in my opinion, is a bullish indicator for Bitcoin. And at that point, we could very solidly put a better prediction of what's going to happen next, which is continuation to the upside. If Bitcoin fails and we get very weak kind of trading pattern right here at the bottom, 618, we're kind of coming back down, testing it a little bit again, coming back down. That's kind of a weak move for Bitcoin momentum. That's where we would say we have very close to bearish confirmation. Now, on the flip side, we have another Fibonacci retracement, the other end of the ping pong table, if you will. That's our swing low, September 5th, to our swing high, right around September 16th. And you can see Bitcoin, what happens if it comes down to this area, the 786 to 618? Well, we know what happened when Bitcoin came down from this swing low to swing high, and we saw Bitcoin fail at the Fibonacci retracement right there. That's what we'd be looking for. Will Bitcoin bulls fail to hold supports right here at the 618 area if Bitcoin comes down? That's currently around 10,300. A retracement to that area would not worry me the least bit. What would worry me is if we start trading down towards the 786 and below it. That would be confirmation of the bears, in which case we can make kind of a bearish prediction for Bitcoin, and we might be entering a midterm consolidation period where we're in the 9,000s. We're testing the 200 moving average down here, 9,100. That's an environment that Bitcoin very much could enter, right? But it starts here with these two Fibonacci retracements. Now, what's really cool about this is we have two areas just above us as well, confluent with all of this happening. The 50 moving average, a break above would be bullish, and the neckline right here, right around 11,140 or so, of this head and shoulders that we were talking about. So if Bitcoin breaks 11,140 and 11,250, this 50 moving average, that is bullish. And then we are so close to finding out if we get our final bullish confirmation to make that bullish prediction if Bitcoin breaks this Fibonacci retracement channel. That's what's going on the Bitcoin charts right now. And I know it's tough because right now Bitcoin, if you just look at it, if I zoom in a little bit, hasn't been doing much for the last 3 days or so. And it gets a little boring, right? Just watching. At least we have the altcoins to watch. But right now, Bitcoin is so close to testing that first level, $11,000. The true prediction comes in when we start seeing how Bitcoin interacts with these Fibonacci retracement levels. And the question is, if we zoom out here on the daily chart, is Bitcoin going to continue in its series of higher highs and higher lows? That is ultimately what we want to see. If you remember, we had this swing low right around June 27th or so to our swing high back here in August, mid-August, and we have another midterm, I would say, Fibonacci retracement that Bitcoin has previously bounced off of the 618. That's a bullish indicator, everybody. So we're going to continue to watch how Bitcoin bounces off that area, and if we continue this momentum to the upside. Higher highs and higher lows, this is what it looks like back in 2016. It's what it will look like in 2020 if Bitcoin decides it's going to enter the next bull market. Let me know your thoughts. What is your prediction, right? What is your prediction? I would just love to know. I know there's a lot of bears out there. That's cool. That's cool. But comment below what you think Bitcoin's going to do next. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are. But again, playing ping pong with these two Fibonacci retracements, going to be interesting to watch. You know I track it on this channel. I track it daily. I'm trying to provide you with up-to-date content on Bitcoin and these Bitcoin charts. I appreciate you. Hit the like button on the way out. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.